Okay, welcome in another video. This video is about this piece here. This is the AK12/19/15, basically anything new from Kalashnikov stock, and we are going to talk about what this stock is, for whom it is, and how to put it together. So let's face it, this is going to be 3D printed, so there are going to be some things done differently than on the real thing, and also there are gonna be some things you need to know about. So the first obvious one is going to be 3D printed. It is not gonna take the same abuse as the real thing. However, in this case I've printed the black part in ABS and the white in PLA, and those parts are going to last no problems. What might and probably is going to be problematic is the hinge itself. As you can see, that's why I only 3D printed, in this case from the white PETG, the part of the hinge. The locking side is made out of the steel, and I advise you to do the same. Another thing is, different OEMs have different dimensions, no problem. So this angle may vary from OEM to OEM. This lower receiver is supposed to be LCT and something like that, because all the parts are made from steel, it's all magnetic. However, I also have the APS lower receiver, and this angle is different in each of those. So I included the version for 85 and 87 angle. Yeah. Another thing is position of the hinge itself to the center. As you can see, at this gun the stock is kinda to the right side, this side, not fully in the center. This is easy fix. I just made the hinge part to fit it, and I did. This is the prototype version, so there are included multiple versions in my files. However, if your gun is special, you just measure the offset and send it to me, and I will make this part especially for you. When we are talking about the hinge, I included the version for 5mm pin, 4.5mm pin, also as with the different offset, and also just the right, in this case left side of the hinge, the hinge itself, so you can make the locking mechanism yourself from the steel. It's not hard. You just make a groove in piece of metal and holes for screws. Another thing that might vary, and I found out it does, is how deep this might be, or the position for the locking groove. So again, you might need use something to sand it down. If it's plastic, I found out it's probably the best to use the solder, solder, and just melt it away. So keep this on your mind when you are going to buy those files. And now let's talk about the assembly. The hinge part, yeah, I was lazy and I didn't have all four, is going to be held in position by 4 M3 screws, and also you will need 4 M3 nuts, which 2 of them are going to be inserted from the QD hole, from both sides, and also from the inside of the black part. So normally here would be there would go a pin 4mm thick. I use the screw because why not? So you just move this part and slide out. There also is missing a cap again because I made this rod too long. In the files, this rod it is there. It can be printed. However, again, make it from steel. Use the printed part as a blueprint. Assembly is pretty straightforward. This part go in place, then you insert the rod, put it aside, and this lock-in piece goes into it. Then you secure it with a M3 screw. Again, I found out this is kinda moving up and down, so in the latest file there's a screw hole for it. Then you put a spring in a circular spring to this hole and inner hole on the cap that's going to be here, and screw it on place by 2 screws. In the future this hole is going to be for, or well, you can make it from the wire included as is now. I don't know how it's called, special part. LMG version of this stock use it. Also there is going to be coming, as you can know from the RPK16, from the latest version, some kind of blog here that makes it more comfortable, I guess. So those are going to come in, and yeah, there's I forgot to mention the butt pad that just slides from the top, and again should be secured by a screw with special nut that's gonna be in the files. So I guess that's all. If you wanna put it together, just move one on the other side, this level, put it in, secure it. So when you try to set it to the max line, it doesn't come off. Yeah, it's kinda stiff. So this is it on my almost done APK16 conversion, and I thank you for your time, for choosing these files. If you did, and enjoy.